Hi all, this is Seema Garola, Senior DevOps Architect at Virtusa Polaris. In today's session, I am going to walk you through live demo to showcase DevOps infrastructure as a code. Infrastructure as a code means writing code to manage configurations and automate provisioning of infrastructure in addition to deployments. This is not simply writing scripts, but involves using tested and proven software development practices that are already being used in application development. For example, version control, testing, small deployment, etc. Or in other words, the enabling idea of infrastructure as code is that the systems and devices which are used to run software can be treated as if they themselves are software. So, what is the IAC relationship to DevOps? Why it is so important? Relationship to DevOps. First one, infrastructure as a code can be a key attribute of enabling best practices in DevOps. Developers become more involved in defining configuration and ops team get involved earlier in the development process. Second, tools that utilize IAC bring visibility to the state and configurations of servers and ultimately provide the visibility to users within the enterprise, aiming to bring teams together to maximize their efforts. Last but not least, automation in general aims to take the confusion and error-prone aspect of manual process and make it more efficient and productive, allowing for better software and applications to be created with the flexibility, less downtime, and overall cost-effective way for the company. IAC is intended to reduce the complexity that kills efficiency out of manual configurations. In our demo, we have developed DevOps scope in SDLC. We are spinning up a AWS environment using basic workflow of DevOps SDLC. For example, in our PPT, you can see planning, coding, building, deploying, testing and maintaining. Let's quickly have a look how this IAC cycle is going to work. In this IAC development cycle, once the requirement has been frozen in planning area in Jira, code development starts after that by developers in Git, our versioning tool. After reviewing code in SonarQube, code building is done through CI process in Jenkin tool. And during this build execution through CI process, it completes compilation, packaging, unit testing, and code quality analysis through JUnit and SonarQube tools. And then finally, it publishes the package to our code repository nexus. When published job gets successful, then it will call the chef infrastructure as a code pipeline job, and it will create a dynamic AWS environment through chef and automatically deploy jars to this dynamic environment. Once jars deployed successfully, it will trigger the Selenium pipeline job, which will do Selenium testing and publish the Selenium report to Jenkin dashboard. After Selenium successful report, it will terminate automatically this EC2 instance through terminate pipeline job. In DevOps SDLC cycle, we are using toolsets Jira for planning area, Git, SonarQube, and Java for our coding area, Maven, JUnit, Jar for our build area, Chef for our deployment area, Selenium for our testing area, Nexus and AWS for our maintenance area. Let's move to our live environment now. Here you can see for requirement management, I have opened one Jira dashboard and I will create a new requirement here. It will be poll-21 and in description I can put here for IAC demo. And then I will make it create, and like this I have created one new requirement in Jira. Now I will move to my versioning control tool Git and I will do some modification in one of my file there in code. Suppose it is pom.xml and I am creating some changes in this file. I am editing this file and I will make one change here and I will edit this file. I will put the comment against which change I am making the changes here, for which requirement I am making the change here. So it is my poll-21 for IAC demo, and as soon as I will commit my change, it will automatically trigger my microservices build. You can see here my build pipeline should start automatically here. It will poll every minute and it will check new changes. If new changes are coming, it will automatically trigger a build. So in our Jenkin build pipeline, it is checking if there any new change is coming, and you can see our new build start now. Build 19, it is started, and you can see here in our build pipeline, our first Maven build started. IAC microservices Maven demo. If I can click here and I can see that my build 19 is running, and in this build, if I will go console output, I can see what this build is going on, what changes are there. Also, I can see the build demo module logs. And you can see here Sonar Cube is also taking place. You can see the result of Sonar Cube, how many bugs, how code smells, and what are duplications. All these changes you can see here. You can see the test results also of JUnits which is going. So there is 0 fail and total 8, and after this 2 are pass. So like this complete test result you can also check here. Once my this build process will complete, so my downstream project IOC POC for Chef IAC will start automatically. You can see here in my build pipeline currently my microservices Maven demo is going on, which has completed. Now next my Chef IAC has been started. When I click it, you can see what are the changes are being taken place here. So if we go to console output, we can check it is trying to create a new EC2 instance. If I go to my AWS environment, I can see right now no new instance has been created, because currently this Chef IAC pipeline is going on. As soon as this pipeline will complete, my new instance will create here automatically through my this Chef pipeline. So my new instance name you can see here Selenium test env1, and if I see here and refresh it, there should be one Selenium test env is started now. You can see it is initializing. As new instance automatically is being created here. So once this instance will created, it will start Selenium pipeline also. As you can see here in my downstream project, there is Selenium test Maven. So it will trigger my Selenium test Maven once this instance is created and jars file automatically deployed through Chef here. We can see the log. It is still connecting. So you can see here it has created a new instance. It has deployed the jars here 8/8 resources updated, and once this jar deployed, we can see whether it is deployed or not. We will open our that new environment which is created through new instance. I will take my private IP from here to check it. will refresh it because this process is still under process. You can see we have put a sleep time so that all jars can be deployed and executed properly. You have to refresh it till this process complete. Also, you can see this Selenium test environment new node is created, which is running successfully right now. Also, you can see our pipeline status in red and green. You can see our first pipeline completed where we have taken the build place. Second pipeline is going on where chef underscore IAC pipeline is going on, which will create a new EC2 instance, deploy the jar through chef, and then finally run the Selenium test here after completion of this. So once it will complete, we can check our jars are deployed properly or not. I will check this private IP again. I will refresh it so that I can check it. It is going on right now. I can see log here. So once this chef IAC will complete, my new pipeline Selenium test mapping will start, where all Selenium test cases will run. Right now this deploying the jar. So you can see it is completed, and now if I will refresh it, I should get my page. So you can see the jars are deployed successfully and my Eureka page is up now. Just see my all jars, 3 jars I have deployed, customer, turbine and Joule. They all are deployed successfully. If now I will go to my Selenium test environment, I have to check that Selenium test cases are running or not. As we can see in our this pipeline, if I go here on the status page, it is showing me that Selenium test cases are running, and if I will see my console output, I can check what things are executing here. My Selenium tests are successful run now, so it will terminate my this EC2 instance, and we can see here the instance Selenium test environment 1, which we have created through chef. It will terminate. You can see here, Selenium test environment is automatically terminated after my complete SDLC cycle. And that's it for today demo. Hope you liked the video. Do reach out to us for any query related to DevOps demo, infrastructure as a code. Thank you.